Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do my top 5 favorite glitches. So for the first glitch, you're going to want to pickpocket a police officer. Once he arrests you, then you're going to want to come over here and go into the police team. You have to do it pretty fast though, since you will go back into your cell, and if you go back into your cell, it will not work. So once you turn into a police officer, then you're going to want to just come and switch teams back to a prisoner. And you're probably wondering what this does. It's a pretty cool glitch, and you're not going to use it to just go around and like rob stores. Well, you can, but then it probably won't work. Since, if I'm correct, then you won't be able to drive cars. Yep, that's why it's probably not a good idea to do it if you want to grind, because you can't drive any sort of vehicle. But the good thing about this glitch is that you can't get arrested by a police officer. But then there's also one more bad thing about this glitch: you cannot pickpocket. So there's not going to be any key cards for you unless you get really lucky and the police officers let you in. So they won't be able to arrest you, and that's what this glitch is for. And I'm going to see you again on glitch. Hey guys, for the second glitch, you're going to have to come here, and if you have the Chiron, I don't, then you're going to want to get the Chiron. Or you can do it with basically any car except for, I'm pretty sure, the Cybertruck or the Volt bike, I'm pretty sure. So those are the only two vehicles that you can't do it with. Actually, no, also the ambulance and the fire truck. So, but what you're gonna want to do is I recommend like a Cirrus or maybe like a Ray, because a Ray is a really low vehicle, and it's pretty good for this type of thing. But I like the Cirrus because it's faster, and well, it doesn't really matter how fast your vehicle is, because you're gonna have to you're gonna have to leave it to get out anyway. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to start a jewelry store robbery, and you're going to want to come here and just line it up and just ram it in. Actually, you will need to go on suspension height and buy low if you want to do this, because suspension height low means that you're lower. So just now I had suspension height high, and it wouldn't work. So you're gonna want to just ram it in with suspension with the low suspension, and then you want to just come here and start the robbery. I'm going to put this in fast forward mode, and I'm gonna speed it up. So I'll see you when I finished robbing. Okay, so I finished robbing now, and this is how you leave. So usually you want to come up here and go on this ramp up, and it'll take you about like 2 minutes. But if you come down here, you have your Cirrus or whatever you decided to ram in here. So you're going to want to come over here, and just, if you're on computer, then you're going to want to hold E. But then, and if you're on iPad like me, you're just going to want to tap where it would be. Sometimes it'll say cannot use car here. So you're going to want to come over to the other side and try to get in the driver's seat. If this doesn't work, then you're going to want to just come to the other side again and try. So you're just going to want to hold E and you should get it. It's a little bit harder on the iPad though, because you have to keep clicking. It will take a little while, but sometimes it doesn't work and it just says that. And if it says that, then you're going to want to just do it normally. But most of the time it will work. If it says you cannot use the car here, then that means you didn't ram it in far enough. So as you can see, it didn't work for me, but that will work hopefully for you, and then you should be able to get out of the jewelry store a lot quicker. And I'm going to go to my third glitch. Okay guys, for this third glitch, you're going to want to come into the prison, and it's just a way to escape prison pretty easily. So you're going to want to come here and bounce on the trampoline. You're going to want to crouch once you are pretty high up, and then it should send you flying into the air. So, but that won't really get you out of the prison, because as you can see, it just teleports you, because the anti-teleporting thing in Jailbreak is pretty annoying. So you're going to want to come here, and once you get high like that, you're going to want to crouch and then bounce, and then you're going to want to uncrouch when you're at the apex of the jump. You can try on both trampolines, and it just depends on what works for you. And as you can see, it launches you out of the prison if you do it correctly. If you do it correctly, then you should come up this hill, or you might land on the cell building, but you just have to go out the back, and then there's a way you can jump out of the gate. And it should say you escaped by now, and then you can just spawn whatever vehicle you like. If you have mobile garage, for me, it'll probably be the Cirrus or the Lamborghini, but it should still work for you. It's just because I'm a criminal that it didn't work, and now you just have a free ticket out of here. And now I'm gonna go to show you not a glitch, a tip, and it's just to do with strategy. So I'm just going to come over to the museum here. I'm on a private server, so there isn't anyone to help me rob the museum. But when you do rob the museum, you're going to want to rob the museum, and if the power plant's open, which it is, so I'm just going to show you the format. So you're going to want to get guns, then you're going to want to come over to the museum, if it's open. Or if not, you can still come into the museum, because if nothing else is open, it's likely that the museum will open extremely soon. So you're going to want to come over to the museum and rob the museum. But I can't rob it since I don't have two people to help me. So you just come up here, you rob the museum. You have to hold down these dynamite things, and then another person should hold it down, and then you can get out either these 3 doors. And there's one more over that side. Then you're going to want to get back into your car, and the power plant and the museum should open at the same time. So you're going to want to come down here. Don't turn in your money yet, and you're just going to want to come here and rob the power plant. Now I can show you how to rob the power plant, so I'm going to. And there's also one more tip that I'm going to show you, which is also number 5. So this is going to be 2 tips in 1. So you just want to rob the museum, then you're going to want to come over to the power plant, and then you're going to want to park your you're gonna want to park your Lamborghini or whatever you have here, and then you're gonna want to come here and start the robbery. You're gonna want to rob it like usual, except there's one part at the end that will help you, and that is glitch number 5. So you're just gonna want to rob the power plant. It's gonna be the exact same, except for the first part, you're not gonna be able to pull out your weapons or anything. So if you don't know how to rob the power plant, that might be a little bit of an issue, but you can still just rob it. And you're probably thinking, why haven't you finished the puzzle yet? It's because you're going to want to just continue on without fully robbing it until you get to the very end. And once you get to the end, you're going to want to come here, just solve the puzzle, and then here, then you should come out here. Then your vehicle will be here, and I'm going to show you what you want to do. So this is the fastest route on land that I know of, and you're going to want to come down here, skip that turn because that goes up the bridge to the museum. Then you're going to want to slow down here and then come here. After you've done that, there should be a little path here that should lead you to the fastest way to get back. And right around here, you're going to want to come here and do the jump, and then you're going to want to come here, and you should get a decent amount of money. I do recommend, if you don't have the buzzard or any helicopter, then you should definitely use the patrol bike for this, because it can fit through lots of tight gaps. And that's going to finish it off for this video, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye!